What's up nail friends? Today I'm going to be doing this really pretty rose quartz design. This is done with Kiara's dip system, so let's just jump into it. At first you need to apply tips. So here I'm just sizing the tip to her nail and then applying some glue and carefully placing this on her free edge of her natural nail. You'll want to push down gently on the sides of the tip to make sure they're nice and attached. Once you've got all your tips on, now you can cut them to size. So here I'm just using some sharp cuticle scissors and just cutting off the tip instead of using tip cutters. And then I'm cutting them into sort of the shape I want, and then I'll refine these with a hand file. So now I'm just taking a scored 100 to 180 grit hand file and going over the edges of this to try to make it into more of an almond shape. To get the shape even, I go from one side to the other. I don't go back and forth right at the center of my almond tip. And then I'm just taking my hand file and going over the whole nail and roughing up that shiny surface of the tip. So here's how all the nails look. So I dehydrated the nails and now I'm using Kiara's Bond. This will be my primer. So you're just going to want to sparingly apply this just on the natural nail, not on the tip. To start the set, I'm just using the Kiara's base and I'm applying this where the natural nail meets the tip. Then I'm using Kiara's natural powder and just dipping her finger into that. If you have any cuts or scrapes on your hand, don't use the dip system and sprinkle it on instead. So I do this on all 10 nails. The next step is to apply the base on 3/4 of the nail. So leave a little space right at the cuticle area. Fully cover the nail like pretty evenly if you can. And then again, I'm going to be dipping this into that natural powder. Always let your color soak a little bit and dry before wiping it off. Now for the fun part. This is the quartz design. So what I'm doing here is just putting a little bit of that resin on the very corner of my brush and doing lines across the nail just really carefully and really gently. And then I'm using the pure white Kiara dip color and sprinkling that over top. And I'm just repeating that process on all the rose quartz colored nails. Once I'm happy with that, I'm just coming in and adding some random really thin lines. This will make your rose quartz design look a little bit more natural. This is just gel paint and a really thin brush. You can use any brand of gel paint. You could even use acrylic paint or gel polish, just whatever works. This is just supposed to be really thin just to add some detail. Make sure you give your gel paint or your gel polish that you apply a full cure. So now I'm coming back to the pinky here and I'm applying this quite close to the cuticle. They say to leave about a hairline space. And then I'm using Kiara's dip system in Feelin Nutty. This is just a really pretty glittery silver and submerging that fully into that glitter powder. If you can't get the finger fully in, grab a tool and just sprinkle some of that on any missed spot. Okay, so I'm coming back to the quartz nails, and now I'm applying that base over the whole nail, trying to make it nice and even, and applying it about a hairline from the cuticle. This time I'm using Kiara Sky Dip System in dark pink, and this will blend and fade out that white that was under there, making this look more like a rose quartz. Here I'm just repeating the process of the silver nail before finishing off my quartz nails. In order to make the rose quartz nails look like a rose quartz, they need dimension. So this is actually more of a layered design. So here I'm repeating the same process I did at the beginning, applying just a little bit of that base and sprinkling the white on top. And then again, I'll apply more white lines of gel paint or gel polish on top of that as well, just to give it even more dimension. Now I'm applying that base again over the whole nail, but instead of dipping it in the dark pink, I'm dipping it in the medium pink. So I'm going from dark pink, medium pink, and then light pink on top, and this will really give all that dimension that you need for a rose quartz nail. Both the silver nails are done, so now I'm just coming in with the base, applying it all over the whole nail, and sprinkling the clear on top. I'm actually running low on the clear, that's why I didn't dip it. And also, you might not want to dip if you have certain colors on the nail, or else it could transfer into your clear. So the clear is more of a sprinkling one. I didn't add any more thicker white lines, but I am adding those little white lines. You can really do whatever you want. You can find a photo of rose quartz and copy it. You can really just do your own style. You can do this with other colors like turquoise and just create really cool stones and stuff. So that's what I really like about rose quartz and marble nails, is that they're all different on every set. We're almost done this design, but now instead of dipping it in the medium pink, we're dipping this into the light pink. This is sort of what I'm using to encapsulate this nail. So like I added the clear on the silver nails, I'm adding the light pink on the quartz nails. Since it's kind of hard to create an apex with dip system, what I'm doing at the end here is just applying a little bit more of that base, especially where I need it right in the center, and then sprinkling some clear on top. So I'm also doing this on the rose quartz nails, keeping my base centered directly where the apex needs to be and right in the middle. I know it looks super crazy right now, but it won't when it's finished filed. So now I'm just wiping off that dust, and I'm coming in with the Seal Protect. So you want to slather this all over the nails and around the free edge and all that, because this will help set that acrylic. For finish filing, I'm using a flame ceramic bit. So I'm using the very tip of this bit to get right close into the cuticle area, and then I'm using this to debulk the very tip of the nail. Then I'm coming in with my 100 to 180 grit hand file and trying to perfect my shape and going over the sides and the tip, trying to create that nice almond shape. Now I'm just taking a fine sanding band and just going right around the cuticle area gently. After you're done finish filing, you're going to want to use Seal Protect and again slather this around the whole nail. Normally, if you were doing Kiara Sky and you wanted to use the top coat, you would do 2 coats of this and then go in with their top. But I am going to be using a gel top coat, so I'm just doing 1 coat of the Seal Protect. After I've let that soak in for a little bit, I'm coming in and I'm just buffing off the top of this nail so that the gel will stick to it. For this set, I'm coming in with my Kiara Sky Essentials LED UV top coat, and I'm just applying this on all of her nails and giving it a full cure. And here's the finished result. This set is so easy to do, so I hope you guys learned some little tips and tricks and techniques. And if there's anything specific you'd like to see, please let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Keep your nails long and your glitter strong.